Good evening. Thank you for having me. It's nice to speak to a group that's close to where I live. My name is Teresa Bryson. I'm the American Honey Queen, and I was crowned in January. So I'll be crowning next year's queen this coming January. And the American Honey Queen is a spokesperson for the beekeeping industry. She also educates the public about the importance of honeybees and is a young lady with an extensive knowledge of the beekeeping industry. And I am a beekeeper. I've been a beekeeper for 4 years, and I have 6 beehives. So this year, as the Honey Queen, I have given school presentations, attended fairs and festivals, given media interviews, and attended government organizations and spoken to legislators. So this year, I have been to 22 different states so far, including Mississippi, Colorado, California, Oregon, Washington State, New Hampshire, and Massachusetts. And tomorrow I will be going back to Mississippi. And I have also given 98 school presentations this year. And I will be giving more before January. I've spoken to over 7,000 school students about pollination, the 3 bees in the hive, and what we do as beekeepers. I have also reached 4.5 million people through media interviews and spoken to another million through promotions such as the different fairs I've been to. And my school presentations, the one thing that I speak to the students about is the value of pollination and how honeybees have always been important throughout history. And here in Pennsylvania, honeybee pollination is worth $15 million. And in the country, it's worth $16 billion. So because of this, honeybee pollination creates a diversity of jobs, including farmers, because honeybees pollinate many of the crops that we use for livestock feed. Also creates the job of everyone that picks the fruit and those that stock the shelves at grocery stores. So honeybees don't just provide food for us, but they also help to create a diversity of jobs. And in my media interviews, I speak about pollination, the different areas I've been. I tailor my message to fit that state. I also speak about the different uses of honey. There's over 300 types of honey in the United States. And most of you know you can use honey on just about anything as a sweetener. But honey is also an antibiotic. So you can put it on cuts, scrapes, and burns. It'll help them to heal faster, prevent infections and scarring. You can also eat honey if you get a sore throat. So it's not just to use as a sweetener. And there's other products of the beehive, including beeswax, which is used to make candles. And candles made with beeswax burn twice as long as regular candles. They don't smoke or drip. So honey isn't the only thing that we get from honeybees. Now, as some of you probably know, several years ago there was something on the news about the decline of honeybees. Do you remember hearing about that?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, have you heard anything recently about it?
From my honey lady, she says she still doesn't have enough. I don't know.
No, it's still happening. Last year, about 40% of the honeybees in the United States died. So it's a very serious problem. And there's researchers all over the country working on it. Here in Pennsylvania, we're lucky to have Penn State doing research on it as well. And we're hoping soon that the researchers will be able to figure out what's causing it. They know it's a combination of several different things, including stress, poor nutrition, diseases, and viruses. But as of now, they haven't figured out exactly what the combination is or how to prevent it. But because of the decline, there has been a lot of positive things that come out of this. People are now more aware of how important honeybees are for pollination, and there's also more respect for them. Now, before I became the honey queen, I had no idea that one honeybee only makes 1/12 of a teaspoon of honey in its lifetime. And that each hive makes on average 50 pounds of honey. So it does take them a lot of work to make the honey that we eat. And on average, each person eats over a pound of honey every year. So that is a lot of work that the bees have to go to for us to have honey. Now, are there any questions about honeybees or what I've done this year?
I have a question because it occurred to me. I buy honey from a farm, and they have. I was interested. I have honeybees in my yard that pollinate the flowers in my yard. Is it sensible to try to catch them to take them out to the farm and put them to work?
No, for you to have the honeybees where you live pollinating your flowers, there is probably a beekeeper within a couple of miles of where you live. So those bees are from a hive, and they'll fly up to 5 miles to gather pollen and nectar.
Oh, I see.
So they are just
So they have a
pollinating your
home.
flowers. They do have a home, yes.
Okay.
Bees at John's house probably come from Bender's, because Bender's farm.
They have several
raise
hives
farm-
there.
They have a hive.
Oh, okay. Well, that could well be.
There are no